hello, and hello once more. Dear friends, I don't even know how long it's been at this point. It's been a few weeks, I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been a while again. And I have missed this space, but it's definitely been long enough for me to be a little nervous, actually, and feel like, oh my gosh, it has been a while. So, as you can see, we have a bit of a top-down thing today, set up today. It just helps my capacity to do things lately. But anyway, of course, before we get into that, hi, how are you? How have things been? I hope things have been well. Things have been chaotic here, and I'm just trying to I'm just trying to get through it all. Yeah, there were a lot of appointments, new diagnoses. There's preparation for a day surgery next month and all sorts of things. There's just a lot going on, and oh my goodness. Last Thursday night, I had my first ambulance ride. Just before you, I am okay. It turned out to be okay, but yeah, that was very, very scary. My goodness. But I mean, I doubt they'd ever see this, but a big shout out to the ambos, the paramedics, the ambulance drivers, who are very kind, very sweet, very calming throughout the whole process, and to the emergency department, who again were very calm and sweet, very kind. Nobody wants to be in hospital at what was it? I don't even know when I got there. I didn't get out until 4 a.m, I think. And another shout out to the Dez's taxi service, which is the local taxi service, who run 24/7. So I was able to get a taxi back home when I was out. So yeah, it was a lot. And I feel like it was kind of a chaotic cherry on top of the chaos cupcake that has been my life lately. So, as you can imagine, I have just been trying to stay calm and breathe and just adjust, and there's so much there to unpack and unravel and everything. So, I had this idea. I wanted to do Happy Mail, but capacity is low. However, Plush Bat Fan has sent me so many postcards. So, thank you, Plush Bat Fan. Oh my goodness. Details will be in the bits and bobs as always, but I thought I could have a bit of a chatty Happy Mail and show you all of these postcards. There are so many postcards, my goodness. So I hope you like the idea. I hope you don't mind top down only, because that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, so grab your drink of choice. I'm still just very much on water only, and yeah, let's do some Happy Mail fun chatting. So while I'm showing off the postcards, because there are so many and they're so pretty, and I just thought, do you know what? Postcards and chat. That sounds good. So let's start. And again, thank you so much, Plush Bat Fan. There's no return address, so I can't send you anything in return. But yes, I'd love to someday, because this is all lovely and gorgeous. So yeah, showing off postcards. Okay, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while, so I'm just kind of this is a bit odd. But anyway, starting with this absolutely gorgeous flower. It is so pretty. So yes, as I mentioned, it's just, I felt like the whole emergency visit was a bit like peak, the top of this chaos mountain. So cute, so cute. And yeah, it put a lot of stuff into perspective. Just in regards to how easily things get flipped and how stuck we can get in our perspectives. Insofar as like, there are so many times when I've been like, I don't have time for this, or I don't have time for that, or I don't really need to prioritize this, especially in regards to like self-care and relaxing and play and all that stuff. Like, that's important too, but it's so easy to dismiss. Our friendship's on a roll. Oh, cute. It is so very, very easy to dismiss, especially if you're like a workaholic or driven by this need to make or produce or all this stuff. There's so many things to unpack within this. But speaking generally, I oh, back to the cute froggy. Oh my god, these are all so adorable. So adorable. Oh, this one got mashed by the machine a bit, unfortunately. But anyway, and it's funny, not funny, haha, but it's interesting how when something happens and it shifts your life, how much that perspective, how fragile that previous perspective was. I don't have time for this, or I don't need to do that, or I don't need to rest, or I can just push a little bit harder. And all of those things that we tell ourselves. Let's get the little sticker off this one. This is so cute. Poochako. Anyway, it switches really, really quickly. Like, just this whole year, as I've mentioned, has been really intense for all the wrong reasons. But especially this month, with so many tests and appointments and like so many question marks and the official complaint against the other GP, all of that stuff. It's just, when it all hits, I think then you realize exactly what's important to you. And, I'm happy with what I've discovered is really important to me. Aww, adorable. Spotty Dotty from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, like things, like when everything hit the fan and I was sitting there going like, I can't keep pretending that my health is just something to check off the to-do list. Because if you're like me, your to-do list never ends. And it's always easy to slide things down to the bottom, especially like self-care and health and things like that. And oh my goodness. It was just a lot. But I did again realize what's important. What's really important to me. And what's not really important to me is berating myself for not living up to the standard that only I have set for me. Because when I talked here on the channel about doing a chatty video and talked about going to fortnightly while I'm dealing with all of this stuff, while I'm trying to get a handle on my life and my health. I love this powder blue. You were all very supportive. And yet I've been sitting for so long going, do you know what? Like, you're not, I'm telling it to myself, I'm like, you're not doing enough. You haven't been doing enough, and now you want to do less. Stuff like that. Like, it is, If I talk to the rest of the world like I talk to myself, nobody'd be watching this channel, let me tell you. And I've been working on that. I really, really have. But it's old habits. And I was berating myself, and yet I came along and I finally said, listen, I was kind of almost at a breaking point when I made those videos, and it was like I need to step back, even though I feel like I'm not doing enough. And everyone was so supportive. Everyone was so lovely. Fortnightly is okay. Do it when you can. Chatty videos are okay. And all of this stuff, and everybody was so supportive. And I thought, when did I get so consumed by criticizing myself that I forgot that this community is amazing and wonderful and supportive? And I don't mean to say that I forgot completely. I'm always grateful to you. This channel exists because people send me mail. So I never truly forget, but I forgot in terms of like trusting that the people who are here are going to be here, and I'm not going to be somehow punished for things that are just out of my control. So yeah. These are, 2 a.m. emergency department thoughts and things like that. Oh, Puchaco, excuse me. You can't hide from a true friend. Aw, it's adorable. But yes, big rambles today. There's just, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And if you didn't know, I think I've mentioned it a few times, but I do go to therapy. I've been talking about these things with my therapist too. And he very kindly but firmly says that I need to stop diminishing what I'm dealing with to myself and to others. Yeah, it's just, I think I've mentioned it before that I can't stand hypocrisy. Like, I cannot stand it. It's something I grew up with, the do as I say, not as I do stuff, and I cannot stand it. And yet here I am encouraging people to talk, to share and everything. And I, without consciously realizing it, was like, going, I'm fine. And I haven't been. And here's where I'm at. So this is what we're doing. And I just, yeah. Spotty Dotty, our friendship is in full bloom. Oh, there's a little kitty in the flowers. It's adorable. Yes. I feel like I'm having two conversations at the same time. I'm talking to my camera. But yes, it's been, I want to say it's been a life-changing year, because it has in a lot of ways, but it's kind of inner life-changing, like perspective changing. Oh my goodness, I love these colors. Just thinking differently, treating myself differently, realizing that, yeah, health is something you should never ever take for granted. Wherever you're at now, just like prioritize learning about yourself. If you have conditions, learn about your conditions. Learn about how you can treat yourself better. But rest is important. Rest and play are as important as exercise and nutritional eating, I feel. But don't quote me. That's not scientifically backed. That's just my own experience, because I've put so much on the back burner for so long. That's adorable. Anyway. So yes, May was definitely a full-on month in terms of the sheer number of appointments, care plans, and seeing various specialists and doing regular stuff like eye doctor, but also having to update all of those specialists on new conditions and things like that, and making sure that the regular testing I get covers those new conditions as well. And it's just like, when does it stop? I did not buy a ticket for this bus, and now I don't know how to get off the bus, and it's hard, and I need to be able to give myself the freedom to say it's hard, because I'm always afraid of somebody has it worse, and I know that people do, but people having it worse absolutely does not make me feel better. My goodness, I don't want people to have it worse. But it's not helping me to be stuck in that mindset of, oh, other people have it worse, so I shouldn't say anything. Because I know, and I realized in my last therapy session, ooh, so cute. I realized in my last therapy session that I resonate so much. Like my YouTube interests have changed over the years, as everybody's would, and I realized that have been gravitating and still am gravitating toward people whose experiences are similar to mine. Like, it's so valuable to me to listen to, say, Sarah Cannon, who is an author, who has heart breathings. She loves planners, she loves writing, like right up my alley. But she also has PCOS. She also has other conditions, and she has CPTSD. And so while those aren't the main focus of her channels, she talks about them freely. They're a part of her life. They're not on her to-do list. They are a part of her life. And hearing someone talk about conditions that I have as a part of their life, rather than, I keep saying it the same way, but because I'm not sure exactly how else to say it, but they're not just a task. They are part of life. They are part of living, and they affect living. It's not, I check this off the to-do list and it's gone. This is a part of my daily life. So hearing her just incorporate those topics naturally when they come up, it's really good for me. It makes me feel less alone. I'm like, oh, somebody understands. I can, that sort of thing. And like, somewhere along the line, I forgot that I could be that person for someone. I'm not saying like, oh, look at me, ego, rawr. I am a person, that other people will identify with. It's not that ego stroke. It's more like, do you know what? I'm just going to talk about it, and it would be amazing if someone felt less alone by hearing about it. So anyway, that's where I am. We're two of a kind. Aww. They're so adorable. Absolutely. So yes, these have been my mind wanderings lately. I'm still... yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I started this channel, and I've always been very... like, my heart has always been like, I will talk about depression, and I will talk about, the hard times, because we go through them. And less so these days, but especially while I was growing up, there was such a stigma about talking about all that stuff. And so that's why I was always so dedicated to talking about things here. And I don't know how or why or exactly when I kind of lost feeling like I could talk. And that's not anything anybody else has done. Little butterfly. That's absolutely not anything anybody else has done. It really isn't. Like, it's all in my head very much, but it's there. And so I love little frogs. They're so cute. And so I want to get back to where I was, when I started everything. And I know I started with Happy Mail and then Zine Collector podcast and vlogs. I did some traveling vlogs and stuff like that when I was not travel vlogs as in like vacation, but kind of just like B-roll of driving around Australia and chatting and stuff. And I want to get back to that, but also with the new perspectives that I have been gaining lately, if that makes sense. So Karopi. So yes, it has been an adventure, and not in an amazing way, this past month. June should be calmer, knock on wood, crossing fingers, all of that stuff. I'm not ready to say, I can go back to weekly, because things just slowed down a little bit, and they slowed down forcefully after an ambulance trip. Yeah. So again, I am okay, and I will talk about things more. I think I just want to sit with various things for a bit longer. I have a medical binder, and I have to redo the medical binder because things have changed and updated and other things are going on. And it's just like deep breaths and cute postcards. So yes, that's me. That's a big old massive ramble. Yeah. Like I said, June should calm down. I do have a day surgery. Actually, I have the pre-op tomorrow, so fun. But it's a day surgery I've done before. It's a procedure I've done before, so it's not something I'm too scared about or anything like that. Yeah, life has just been a lot, and I know that it's been a lot for a lot of people as well. So cute. But I feel like, especially with people like me, even vaguely like me, people who are sensitive to what's going on with other people and sensitive to what's going on in the world and just care deeply and have all these sticking points, like I don't want to be a burden, I don't want to be a lot, I don't want to be too much, all of those sticking points that are floating out there for some people. It's easy to shut down. It's easy to just push it all down and be like, well, everybody has stuff going on, so I don't want to put my stuff out there. I don't want anybody to have to deal with my stuff. And but and I'm realizing this now, or I'm remembering it rather. By talking, you might only see yourself as, putting heavy stuff out there. You don't want to put heavy stuff on anybody else's shoulders. But there is something so lovely, just wonderful about hearing something, especially if you come across it randomly, but about hearing someone say, oh, I'm dealing with this. And yeah, you could get into like the self-help stuff, like this is what I do and this is what I do, and that is definitely a different path. But in and of itself, there is so much value in finding someone who says, I'm dealing with this, and you go, I'm dealing with that too, and just sitting in that with someone as much as you can if you're watching a YouTube video or something like that. But yes, just sitting with that and knowing you're not the only one, and just, yeah, it's a lot. It's so much. But yeah, not alone. So that is my chatty video for today. Thank you again to Plush Bat Fan. All of these are so adorable, and they're just so cute, and so much karopi. I'm just cute. But yes, here we go. It's postcard, showing off postcards, chatting about life and health and things like that, and yeah, just trying to get through this weird, crazy, annoying, intense thing we call life. And yeah. I don't really have to send off. Yeah, I mean, if there was any video that I could have actually scripted, it would have been this one. But did I? No, I did not. Because I didn't even think to, because we don't really do scripted on Happy Meal Monday. But yes, so hi. Been a few weeks. I miss you all. I appreciate you all. Like, truly, the love and support from all of you, especially during these times when I haven't been able to be the Nyx that I wanted to be. Like, I haven't been able to show, like, I'm always me. I'm always Nyx. I like, that's not changing. I'm not changing it that way. But not being able to show up the way I want to is hard. Like, there's so much I want to do, and that's always been my driving thing. Like, I want to do this. But life just had other plans, and so I've had to adjust. But knowing that you're all here and all supportive while I am adjusting, while I am trying to figure this all out, while I am trying to kind of reconfigure my life to where I'm actually at, rather than where I think I could be if I just worked a little harder. It means the world to me. It has helped me so much to calm down with myself, to be kinder to myself. So yes, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining me today on this postcards and chat. Like, and again, like, there's so many postcards. It was so funny. Wander would often check the post box for me because I haven't been very especially mobile lately. And yeah, like, all of these postcards, just like, every day I'm like, oh my goodness, this has to be all the postcards, right? And then there'll be more postcards, and it was lovely. So thank you once again, Plush Bat Fan. You're amazing, and I'm gobsmacked about all these postcards, and I appreciate you very, very much. And yes, I shall leave it at that. And wrap things up so I can actually have a Happy Meal video for you all lately. So thank you very, very much. We'll see. Like, I want to be here and say I'm planning on doing this, but like, I am anti-planning, not anti-planning planners. I love my planners still, but I'm not gonna say anything until May is firmly over, and then I'll go from there. But I am hoping to be back to doing more very soon, and talking more about what's actually happening. Like I said, I just need to sit with some things for a while. But anyway, with that said, like, hugs, big virtual hugs to all of you, virtual cookies, all the good things. And until next time, make some zines, have some fun, look after yourself, and Sometimes looking after yourself is just taking time to figure out what you need to look after yourself. So, yes, don't be shy about that. And yes, make some zines, send some mail, take care of yourself, and spread a little sunshine. So, fun fact, this, the blue, that wasn't actually so much a fashion choice as I'm running out of nails. I'm running out of nails, and that's okay. So I just did some mismatching. That's okay. It happens. It happens. Anyway.